drive to Angel on the bareback. And, well, the best laid plans of mice and men sometime. And Jerry lost that one. That is stretching the word very, very hard to say that he lost it. But the end result was that he had to submit to the lashes. I want you to take a look at some of the action. This is typical vintage Rude and Hard and Angel.
Lawler handcuffed around the ring turnbuckle. Angel coming over with a strap. And I'll tell you, Rude thinks he's humiliating Lawler. If I were Lawler, I'd a whole lot rather be hit by Angel than I would by Rude. There's 2, 3. Hart's telling her how to do it. Ooh, 4. Lawler, there's 5. Hart saying you've got to hit him harder. There's 3 left. Rude coming back up now. 8. 2 to go. 9. Lawler not even moving. She's pushing Lawler. And there's the 10th one. Now Rude grabs the belt, and he starts beating Lawler. No. He took his 10. Lawler handcuffed to the ring turnbuckles, and he is blistering Lawler's back. Here comes the Dutchman with his belt. Yeah, I'll tell you what, that's a typical handcuff to the ring post right there, and he, of course, is in a position where there's nothing he can do about it except take it, and Rude is taking advantage of it. Here comes the King right now. I'm sure he'll have a word or two to say about it. We're just talking about that despicable stuff of being handcuffed right there and him taking advantage. He's supposed to be such a big, strong guy.
Well, you know, the film didn't show why Rude had to take his time before he got a hold of the strap. The reason I lost the match, so to speak, is because I took that skinny little pointed head of his and stuck it in the mat with a pile driver and left him laying in the middle of the ring after he had done it twice to me.
Right, to you, right. But the referee
he disqualifies me, so I lose.
Well, he didn't see it, in all fairness to the referee. Pardon me.
Yeah, well, anyway, I take the strapping, the 10 lashes from Angel, which is what the contract called for. But then Rick Rude wanted to stick his nose in it. Well, you did a good job of it, Rude. You left the lashes on my back, you left the whelps, you left the blood, you left the red marks, but that's fine, brother. All that heals up. But when I watch that tape, when I watch that over again, I get the same feeling, and it builds up inside once again. And, brother, as they say, well, I don't even want to say it here, but you know what paybacks are, and that's what you got coming, Rude, and it's going to come Monday night. I promise you that. Because, you see, we got a very interesting kind of match Monday night. Let me just tell everybody what it's going to consist of. I enjoy these kind of matches. I like interesting little stipulations added to the match, and what they're going to do, I'm sure people have seen these before. They take a 10-foot metal pole and they put it in one corner of the ring, and on top of the pole, they're going to put that leather strap. Now, what's going to happen this week, Rude, is anybody that's man enough to climb that pole and get that strap gets to use it on the other one. And I promise you this, I've made a lot of promises, but I'm going to keep this one, I can assure you. When I get up that pole, I'm going to get that strap, Rick Rude, and I am going to wear you out, brother. I am going to beat you till the blood runs down that stinking skinny little back of yours, and then I'm going to save some for that little slut, that little angel of yours. But she's got it coming, brother. Rick Rude and Angel Monday night is going to be the King's night, and I'm going to get that strap. And I've said it before, but I mean it this time. I'm going to beat you both like the dogs that you are, because I'm not going to stop till the blood runs down their back, Lance.
I think you can get the idea of exactly how upset Jerry is about this issue, and I don't blame him.
I mean, he took the 10 like a man he was supposed to, and then Rude grabs the belt and starts beating away on him. And, of course, one thing about the pole strap match, it's not confined to 10 lashes. You can do a whole lot of damage in there. That's one of the bouts, but that's not all of it by a long shot. Let me tell you about all the action coming up. Coliseum Monday night. 8 o'clock is the time, and, of course, you can get your tickets today up until the time of 5 o'clock, and you can get them all day on Monday. Rick Rude, Angel.
Let me dry a few of those tears that Jerry Lawler cried. Oh, he just broke my heart. Did you see the tape, Lance?
Yeah.
We had him squealing like a pig. We had him squirming like a worm. And when it was all over, there was a lot of people that shed a lot of tears for Jerry the King.
You also had him handcuffed to the ring post.
Just a stipulation of the match, right, Lance? Lance, let me ask you something. Do you consider yourself an intelligent man? Okay, now picture in your mind Jerry the King Lawler and take a look at the Ravishing One and tell me, who do you think is going to get up that pole first?
Listen, Lawler's been in a lot.
It's just an answer like that that makes you the only one who thinks you're an intelligent man. Let me tell you something. You'd think Jerry Lawler'd be so afraid of a belt by now, he wouldn't even want to use one to hold his pants up. Lance, the only way Lawler's going to get up that pole is if I scare him up that pole. And if I do that, it's going to take the entire Memphis Fire Department to get that punk down. So Jerry Lawler, first of all, if he's going to whip my stinking skinny little back, does this back look skinny at all? I've got his mind so messed up, he doesn't even know what he's going to say. Shut up. Lance, Monday night in Memphis, Tennessee. Jerry Lawler, you call me a dog. Monday night. Well, Monday night in Memphis, we're going to find out if Jerry Lawler's going to pee with the puppies all his life or if he can run with the big dogs.
Yeah, we'll find it out.
And maybe he's a little bit, funny. Maybe he likes to get whipped. What is it, Jerry Lawler?
The greatest professional athlete in the world today, Rick Rude, baby, and the loveliest valet, Angel, baby.
Angel, don't you forget either. He's looking for you, too.
And you know, it's not just 10 lashes this time.
Oh,
it could
right.
be 10,000 lashes.
Glad you
and
brought that up.
We'll just call Larry, what's his name? Jerry Rawhide Lawler.
Okay, Rick Rude, Angel and Jimmy Hart. A lot of conversation. Monday night's when it's going to be settled, and so we'll stop talking about it right now. We'll be back with action in just a moment. On the line, one fall 60 minutes. On the left ear screen, I don't think it's too hard to identify. 460-pounder out of Atlantic City, New Jersey. One of the biggest men in all of professional wrestling, King Kong Bundy. At one time, held the enviable position as the #1 challenger for the world title. Bundy certainly will be the biggest challenger that Tommy Wildfire Rich will face. Wildfire goes in, grabs a side headlock. He's picked up and thrown right off by the huge Bundy. Boy, he is mammoth. Yeah, they tie it up. Strategy, Tommy. You got to do it all. Woo! And Bundy ripped him with a forearm. And over the top rope he throws Rich. Should have been a disqualification, but Hart distracting the referee so that he didn't see it when Bundy fired him over that top rope. Here comes Bundy, part of the way through the rope, stomping on the hand of Rich as he started to get back up to the ring. Once again, lashing. First one was a forearm. The last two were fists. Oh, and now he's stepping on Rich. That'd be bad enough under normal normal circumstances, but I'll tell you, with Bundy, that's mayhem when you do that. Tommy's head slammed into the upper turnbuckle, and missing the elbow as Bundy. Rich goes over. Hard arguing with the referee, and Bundy just fires Tommy off. Puts him on his back. Bundy covers. 1, 2. Reverse face lock. Bundy's got that huge arm around him, chin locking him. I'm not really certain that he could get a chokehold. His arm is so big, I don't believe he could get it between the chin and the chest and on the throat. All he has to do is lean on you, and he's doing that on the pressure point of Rich. Trying to put him to sleep. Coming around to the 7-minute mark. Challenger. 1, 2, but the foot saves it. And the referee, Jim Jamison, saying, nope, you got to break it up. He had to put over the rope. And Bundy drops down as Rich gets out of the way. Tommy goes for a cover. Hart distracting, and Rich getting on him. Hey, pay attention. When I got a cover, count him. Uh-oh. Bundy lashes out with that right fist and puts Tommy on the deck. What the hell is it, Lee? Nothing. I just wonder where they were. Bundy again was that reverse face lock. Caught him right down in the lower back with that forearm. And Bundy can't stop his charge as he started in, and Rich ducks out of the way. Tommy going after him with that right hand. Drop kick, and Rich on top of him. The referee arguing with Hart. Tommy on his back. Hart ought to be fined right now. He hands a chain to Bundy, which the referee couldn't see. Hart on the ring apron, grabbing the referee. Referee Jerry Calhoun comes down. Says, stop it. Stop it, man. Outside interference and a good call. Eddie Marlin, the promoter, coming up here saying, nope, the bout was stopped. Outside interference by Hart. Jim Jamison, a young referee. And as we said at the time, we felt like something should be done against Hart as he grabbed the referee and then handed the chain in to the bout has stopped, and Tommy Rich continues as the Southern Heavyweight Champion. I'll tell you, when you get by that hurdle, if he is by that hurdle, you are by a big one.
King Kong Bundy. We're going to take time out. We got a lot of it coming. We'll be seeing the entire new generation coming up with Tojo Yamamoto. Results of all the matches that are done up to that point. And then on Tuesday, he'll have some highlights on the 6 o'clock. That's on the 10 o'clock Monday night and 6 o'clock TV5 with all the complete wrestling action in there.
Yeah, the 5 o'clock on Tuesday, right?
I said, I beg your pardon, yeah, 5 o'clock. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. I was going to tell you a little bit about the Jerry Lawler Show, which comes up at 11 o'clock tomorrow here on TV5. Tommy Wildfire Rich is going to be on air tomorrow with the King, and also we will be looking at the original wrestling video. That's tomorrow 11 on the Jerry Lawler Show.
Interesting to take a look at. We have a wrestling video that involves Tommy Wildfire Rich. Let's take a listen to what Tommy has to say about his Southern Heavyweight Championship match.
Well, you know, first of all, I'd like to thank all the people there in Memphis, because if it hadn't been for y'all Monday night, we wouldn't still have both of the titles, you know.
All dressed up with no place to go. Tommy Rich, Bundy.
Sure, it was right. Now, first of all, let me tell everybody something. I'm not wrestling on this TV program today because Jimmy Hart and myself couldn't find any one man, any two men, any three men, any five men that would get in the ring with me, with King Kong Bundy. Nobody's going to risk a loss on this television, a crushing loss for the great Bundy. Now, Rich, I took care of you. Everybody saw it right on the show. I beat you up. I threw you around like a toy for 8 or 9 minutes, and then I put you down and counted you out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And what happened, Jimmy? This stooge, Calhoun, and this low-life promoter, Eddie Marlin, come running down the ringside and reverse the decision. Why? I don't know. I got to figure they were paid off by somebody. Jimmy, you know about that better than I do.
You better believe it, Bundy. I'll tell you how it works, and I'm going to tell you why. Because, you see, you're right. There's somebody in the back that don't care about you, Bundy. Somebody that's jealous of you, and you know who it is, and I know who it is, and you know who it is, Russell, right now. How many times does Eddie Marlin ever go down at ringside? Did he come out there a while ago? No, he did not. Why? Because we wasn't in that match. He is jealous of Jimmy Hart, and he's going to do everything to get rid of me and the family, and you know that. Now, let me tell you something, pal. Jerry Calhoun was down there. Why? Because, I'll tell you why. Because that's Jerry Lawler's stooge, just like Bundy said. He watches his car for him. He drives him off. Hey, every town, no, wait a minute. No, listen to me. Every kid out there, every arena that we go to, you tell me if you see Lawler drive up, who is driving his car and carrying his bags in? Jerry Calhoun. He plays on that poor little pitiful softball team of his. He wants to be like Jerry Lawler. Maybe they're a little, you know what I'm trying to say, but let me tell you something right now, baby. From now on, nobody's going to interfere with us. And Eddie Marlin, you're behind this whole thing. Eddie Marlin went down there. Let me tell you, Eddie, you better not push me too far, old man. Don't push me too far, because I'll tell you, if I have to do it, I'll get my little investors together and I'll buy this whole operation here, and I will fire you. And once more, I have a lot of political pull, baby. I have a lot of people in high government office, and I'll stop your Social Security checks coming in. You understand that? And your big fat old wife up there in Hendersonville, she'll starve to death, baby. And if you don't believe that's true, you push me too far and you watch what happens. I'll buy this whole place.
And that's what happened. Another one of Lawler's paid stooges. Well, now, you know, Rich, I don't care about your paid stooges. And now you got your friend, your little friend Eddie Albert, as a special referee. Well, let me tell you, there's one function of a referee, and that's to count to 3. In my case, 5. I don't care who the referee is. I don't care if an old lady referees the match. Because this time, Rich, I'm going to put you down. Because I'm not going to have some little redneck hillbilly like you running around Tennessee telling anybody you lasted with King Kong Bundy. You're looking at your new Southern Heavyweight Champion. You better learn to love it. Because I'm going to be here as long as I want to. Why don't you ignorant hillbilly shut up?
That's right, shut up. But let me tell you one more thing, baby. Tonight will be the greatest night of our life, because I am bringing the whole first family, baby, everybody, to Jonesboro, Arkansas. And I am going to be ready tonight, pal. I am going to be in tip-top shape. Jonesboro, you better batten down the hatches. Have the chairs down, because the family is coming tonight. I even heard you're going to be there, Russell. I can't wait, Russell. I can't wait.
Will you leave?
Jonesboro, baby.
King Kong Bundy, Jimmy Hart. We'll just wait and see how it works out with Eddie Gilbert in there as referee. I got a feeling that Hart's going to have a lot of association with Eddie before that match is over with.
Fabs and the Road Warrior. Let's take a look. Pounds, the Fabs are. Big elbow, and Steve rattle right down to those shoe bottoms. Pressed up in the air, the Hawk. He's got Steve Kern straight up, and Steve shakes off, going after him. Look at that turn go. Uh-oh. And Stan comes in to help him out. Now we got them all four in there. Look at this. Pumping Stan Lane. Presses him. Dumps him. Misses on the drop. Beautiful drop kick from Stan. Again. And he's ready for a third one in the event the animal got up. I heard about having a tiger by the tail. That's a position Lane is in. Missed. Beautiful. Big flying press. He dumped him. Missed a leg drop. Look at Stan go. In the air. On the shoulder. Ellering's got a T-shirt on that says, "Who's gonna beat us?" That's a question you gotta wonder when you see the size of these guys. But they're going against a couple of gentlemen who have just that very thing in mind. What a shot in the arm for the national ranking of Kern and Lane to be able to beat the Road Warriors. Woo. 12 minutes and 45 seconds up on 13 minutes. Road Warriors and the Fabulous One. Referee talking with Steve, and he's saying, "Didn't you see it?" Look at Lane. He knocks the referee down. That could be a disqualification on the Fabs. Boy, they don't need that. The referee, because of the importance of this match. There goes Hawk out on the floor. Steve waylaid coming out after him. Animal going after Lane. There goes the referee. He'll stop this son of a gun. He's saying, yeah, ring the bell. I think double disqualification. Noisy animal and Ito. And
You know what? That didn't impress me, beating those two jabronis like that. Big deal. We could have beat them in 1 minute. Let me tell you something, baby. I hate old people. I hate old clothes and old cars, and I hate young folks. And you people better shut up. I hate these people. I am not a wimp. I am not a wimp, Russell. You better understand that right now. Let me tell you something, man. Let me tell you something, Toto. Like I said, I hate old... I can't believe this. I hate old people. I hate young punks, man. I hate everybody today.
You got a fine line of what you like, then. You don't like some people are too old. some people are too young. Who do you
Well,
like,
how old are
Jimmy
you,
Hart?
Russell? How old are you? Is that a big sequel? I hate you no matter how old you are. Let me tell you something, Toto. That's pretty heavy. You're going to try to cave my chest. Let me tell you what, baby. You couldn't cave a grape in. Evidently, you don't know my background in this city. I was all-state in football, and you can check that up. I was all-city in basketball. I was all-conference, UPI, baby, in baseball. That's right. My record speaks and stands for itself. You can go to
year was
anywhere.
that, Jimmy?
Hey, listen, you know what year it was? Listen to me, Russell, right now. Let me tell you this right now. Plus, baby, in the Golden Gloves, baby, at the 147.5-pound weight, Jimmy Hart, back in 71, came out #1, and I've got the trophy. I tell you what, I might even bring the trophies next week to prove this right here.
I remember 71. I'm not sure I remember Jimmy Hart's name.
Well, because you know why, Russell? That's what's the problem with you, baby. See, you're just like Toto. You're out of shape and out of date. Let me tell you what, pal. You bring it on down, Toto. You bring everything you've got. But my greatest accomplishment ever, baby, is just recently where I just had a crash course at Judo Joe's School of Karate. I am a black belt in karate now, baby. Hey, let me tell you what. They think I'm lying. I'm never lying. You know I don't. Okay. You don't believe it? You show up this week, pal, and I promise you this. I'm going to show you how I make a fool out of Tojo Yamamoto, along with everything else. But Tojo, you don't bring the new generation down to the ringside, and I won't bring the animal, and I won't bring Ito down there. And you and me, baby, one-on-one, Tojo. And I promise you this, there is no fool like an old fool, and that's exactly what you're going to be, baby.
In addition to that, you got to put the Jimmy, take him out. Oh, hey. The wrestling fans will be exactly like I will. We wouldn't miss you going with Tojo for anything.
Generation once and for all, baby.
We'll take time out, and we'll be back. You're 71. At the same time with Ron Michalowczyk.
Yeah, we got just a couple of things we want to go over real quick. First of all, I heard Hart out here running his mouth about how he's going to be in Jonesboro tonight. Well, Michalowczyk and myself are going to be in Jonesboro, plus I'm going to be over in Blytheville, Arkansas at Sports Hall this afternoon seeing everybody. But Hart was running his mouth about how he was an all-state football player. Did you hear that?
And all-city basketball.
You know, we both went to the same high school. Of course, he graduated about 5 years before me. This was in at Treadwell. And I heard he did go out for football one year, and the coach showed him a football. He said, Hart, can you pass this? Hart looked at it and said, well, if I can swallow it, I guess I can pass it. That's how much sports Hart knows. Now tell him what you're going to do to the chump Michalowczyk down there, or the chump Neidhart, Brian.
You got that pole helmet match, Ron, with the helmets up on top of the pole.
Every time I see Neidhart, all he ever wants to use is his helmet. And when it comes time to go one-on-one, there's always someone else jumping in. Neidhart, this week, if you want to get your helmet, buddy, you can get it, but you got to go through me first. And I guarantee you, Neidhart, I don't even think you want to go there anymore.
That's right, baby. Because his helmet will be in your corner, and your helmet in his
on the pole.
I see, up on the pole, and somebody's got to be able to get up there and...
Just like that strap match. If you can get the helmet, Neidhart, you're welcome to use it. But he's got to go through you to get his helmet. And the smart money and my money is on the Memphis Showboats, brother. I guarantee you that.
Okay, well, I wish you a lot of luck at that one, Ron. We will be interested in seeing the action when Neidhart and Michalowczyk, I tell you, when they lined up across that scrimmage line, Dave, in that last Monday night's match down there, whoa, was there some explosion going on.